I don't understand how any Christians are on board with this, and I see so many that are.
So I am a cradle Catholic from generations and generations of Catholics because my mother's father, his family, go all the way back to slavery in Maryland. And I want to make sure I acknowledge, because I think that this is one of the contradictions that African American people of Christian faith have to engage, is that many of us inherit the Christian faith ultimately from people who held our ancestors enslaved. I have been Catholic since the cradle, and I think that actually motivates me both politically and in life. The instance of Tom Homan is a man who is very clearly trying to serve two masters, and famously, you can't do that. You cannot serve God and Donald J. Trump at the same time. And so where the church may say we have an obligation, to welcome the stranger, to honor our neighbor, to love the person in front of us, regardless of where they come from, that's different than what his boss is saying. He's stuck, but unfortunately, those are the times when, as people of faith, we have to make choices. I just wonder where in the history of Catholic faith someone like Tom Homan learned that what the Bible commands is cruelty, or that what Christ commands is cruelty, because everything that he said was to the opposite of that.
I also believe that you should treat people humanely. I don't believe that you should throw people's grandmothers and grandfathers to the ground. And I don't think you should snatch people off of construction sites and out of farms and out of restaurants. I don't think you should be snatching children from their mothers and separating families I don't think you should be warehousing people in cold buildings with inadequate accommodation and inhumane treatment, and not feeding them, not clothing them, not giving them medical attention. It doesn't have to be compassion versus cruelty, and that's the choice that they're saying that there is. No, what you're doing is ungodly. Not only is it ungodly, it's inhumane.
I mean, they talk about the biblical vision for the love of strangers. People have a right to migrate to sustain their lives and the lives of their families.
Yes.
But the third principle says that a country must regulate its borders with justice and mercy. And we are definitely not seeing that. The immigrant Holy Family of Nazareth fleeing into Egypt is the archetype of every refugee family. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph living in exile in Egypt to escape the fury of an evil king are, for all times and all places, the models and protectors of every migrant, alien, and refugee of whatever kind who, whether compelled by fear of persecution or by want, is forced to leave his native land, his beloved parents and relatives, his close friends, and to seek a foreign soil. And that's a powerful statement.
There's no more Catholic thing than welcoming the stranger, because as the Bible reminds us, we were all strangers in the land of Egypt, as it were.